when it is too hard for someone to face how they feel, they can end up using a defense mechanism. This is something that their ego mind will use to keep the pain at bay. And one defense mechanism that is commonly used to do this is denial. And so something could happen in someone's life, but it could be too painful for them to face what took place, so they basically deny it. And then other people could tell them what took place, and they could tell them until they're blue in the face, as they say, but it doesn't matter because it's not going in. They just deny it. And if anyone has experienced abuse as a child and they've tried to get through to their parent or parents, they may have found that their parent or parents have denied it. So they can have all the evidence, they can be in a bad way, they can have the inner scars, even the outer scars to prove it. And they might have even have had a brain scan that shows that they went through some bad times as a child. But it doesn't matter, because no matter what they do, the parent or the parents, no, didn't happen. And this can be incredibly confusing and frustrating for someone to experience this, because they can see it. They could even record something that someone's done and they could play the video back and that person, no, didn't happen. And obviously this defense mechanism has a time and a place. So perhaps someone could walk through a shopping area and they could experience something, but they could basically deny that it happened. And this can protect their self-image. You know, the fact they denied it, no one's really going to be affected, and if they were to embrace it, it could make them feel a bit down, a bit bad about themselves. So through denying it, so what? It's not going to cause any damage, and it can allow them to maintain their positive feelings. But when it comes down to instances where someone's been hurt or a child has been abused, obviously it's not a good thing then. And while this can be used from time to time, it can also be something that takes over someone's life. So at this point it's no longer possible for them to face reality in their own feelings and to embrace their body. They're basically disconnected from their body and they disconnect from reality. And they basically just live in their head. And then there's the view that they have. And then there's what's actually going on. So denial is not just a defense mechanism now. It has become part of their personality. It is who they are. And in this case, it could be said that denial is like a parasite that's taken over their whole being. And when someone is in this place, it's going to be a complete waste of time to try and get through to them about a particular thing that happened or about life in general, because it's not going to go in. It is as if they've disconnected from life. And so this shows how destructive a defense mechanism can be for someone and for the people around them. And it's no longer something that is making this person's life easier. It is something that is basically destroying their life and causing lots of problems for the people around them.